podcast, or the Olympia Range podcast. Already fucked it up, and it's been like 3 seconds. So today we have. I'm just gonna read from the bottom of Discord. So today we have Pixel or Mike. Mike, say something. We have me, the one talking, Joe, Mr. Red Sky. We have Gordon. Gordon, say something.
Hello.
We have Griffin or Culpepper.
Yeet!
Alright. And then we have our guest, Butters. And then we have Matt or Cinder.
Yo, what's up?
So today we're going to be asking Butters questions about streaming, because she is a very successful streamer.
Oh, please, you can't start off like this.
Okay. Compared to Griffin's 3 viewers of streams.
Listen here, that's shade, dude. I don't like that.
She's
Maybe just have her introduce herself.
Yeah. Do you wanna do your own introduction?
Sure. Hello, my name's Hannah or Butters. I play video games on the internet. I also went to the same college as a lot of y'all and graduated. And I like to play Call of Duty and Guitar Hero. I've been streaming since like 2016, but I've been doing YouTube since like 2012, 2013, 2014. I don't even know. For a while. And now I'm here.
Dang.
That's me.
Bottom of the barrel.
You're rough.
Yikes.
Wait, can I ask the first question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we have.
I was just gonna ask, what's your degree in?
See?
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you ever
Computers.
want to work there, or did you know that you wanted to stream when you graduated, or?
Honestly, it was kind of a toss-up. I knew that I wanted a college degree for sure, just to like have it under my belt and kind of as like a plan B in case this online streaming thing doesn't work. And I am by no means doing this full time, or am I fully, but it's looking good, and I'm really happy that I have my degree. I framed it and I put it on the wall and haven't done anything with it, but it looks nice, so that's something.
Do you typically do things with degrees? Because I haven't done my photo shoot
paperweights.
with my high school.
What do you mean?
So
You put it on a resume, you're like, yo, I have this, you know?
High school is a diploma, by the way, big man.
whatever, dude. Okay.
Alright, so are we gonna get into the questions, or are we just gonna like?
Yeah, let's
dig
go ahead.
around?
How do you wanna do them, Joe?
I mean, you just said, one person, like we just go down, somebody read a question. So like, Griff, do you want to start, and then like?
Yeah, I can go ahead and start and do my number one, I guess.
And then everybody just read off their own questions, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
You're good. No, I said all right. You
Okay. All right. So for my first question I came up with, I asked, what do you believe really set off your career as being an internet personality, or i.e., what do you believe it is that makes you very successful in what you do?
I think something that sets me apart from a lot of people is that I have a very positive and happy attitude. I find that a lot of people, especially nowadays, there's a huge meme about, being a sad boy.
Oh, wait a minute. That's us.
Oh, she called us out. First question. Oh my
No,
God.
not intentionally, but there is a there is a common trope nowadays online where people are just everywhere you go, people are just sad. And I think it's a breath of fresh air for a lot of people who come to my channel. It's refreshing. I'm always happy. I find joy in the little things, like cleaning a room. I literally make videos cleaning my room, and people love it.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, whenever I met you last year and started kind of watching your stuff, I mean, you kind of provided me with a baseline for how I wanted my stream to go. Because, like, obviously, I mean, I play PUBG. I play a game where you go around killing people, right? So, I mean, you're gonna get angry at the game. But it's like, I kind of have that thought in the back of my mind every time I'm playing. Like, this is kind of how I want my stream to, the atmosphere to kind of be, and I want it to be where I can have people from all ages in my audience to be able to watch my content.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, big inspiration to me, to be honest with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will say it was really interesting for me because I went out not too long ago to get margaritas with my friend, and she brought her friend out. And we were just casually talking. I made a video on this too, but we were just casually talking. He asked me like, "Okay, so where do you work?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm self-employed." that's cool. Like about 5 seconds went by, my friend goes, "Oh my gosh, she's actually famous on the internet. Like, let me pull up her YouTube. Let me pull up her Instagram." I'm like, "Oh my god, you're not doing this right now." Apparently, the guy took a picture of me and sent it to his mom, because apparently his younger brothers were asking, like, "Oh my god, you're out with a YouTuber. Who is it?" And apparently they knew exactly who I was, and they were freaking out, like, "Oh my god, it's Butters!" And I'm like, "There's no way. Like, that doesn't make no. I'm too small of a content creator for that to happen. These kids are 6 years old and 8 years old."
That had to be such a good feeling, though.
I mean,
being recognized just out in public.
I think I have to legally say at this point that I attract 6-year-old and 8-year-olds sometimes. So.
What does it mean?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I mean, them, like, young kids watching you instead of, like, some sad content creator, it's probably a better influence for them to
Honestly.
see
Oh,
that
absolutely.
positivity and whatnot.
Yeah, so that's like the parents are over the shoulder watching it and like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, this Butters person is all right."
Also,
Yeah, I hope
so.
so.
Better than all that animated crap they watch. All the random, like, Mr. Finger and stuff.
What?
That's one of them. Have you guys heard of the Mr. Finger series where they do the mommy finger, daddy finger, where are you?
Yes, of course.
Is that like a spin? Is that like a spin-off of like This Little Piggy Went to the Market and shit like
Yes,
that?
it is. Literally.
That's
It's like
interesting.
crappy 3D animation on YouTube, and it's actually kind of like, I feel like when I watch it, it's cursed. I don't know. It's just
Johnny.
Oh no.
Right. Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, so I guess who wants to ask question next? Do we want to go down to yours since you're next in line, Joe? On the
I guess, yeah, since I posted.
okay.
All right, so my first question is, when did you first pop off, or was it a steady grind? Like, did you like just jump in numbers, or was it just like little by little all the way?
for the most part, it was a steady growth. I'm gonna actually pull up my social blade really quick just to kind of
to
gauge
flex-
myself.
just
here.
to
No,
flex on you,
no. Okay, I need
Flexing
to do
on it.
that.
Uh,
I will say it was a pretty steady growth until about, and it was like a pretty small steady growth until about like how many subs did I have? Around the 4K, 8K mark for me. I jumped up like 6K overnight because I got a shout out from FaZe Carl. Well, he was in FaZe at one point, and then I got a shout out from Keemstar. If y'all know Keemstar,
Oh
I
yeah.
joined his team.
Let's
I joined his
get
team.
right into the news.
jeez.
I joined his team back in 2015, and he gave me a bit of a shout out there. So I jumped up like 4K overnight, which was really cool, and I was shocked because I like doubled my sub count. Also got a shout out from El Rubius OMG, who's one of the most popular Spanish YouTubers. I think he is the most popular Spanish YouTuber. He's at like what,
Wow.
30 mil now?
Whew.
Jeez.
Oh, good
Yeah.
grief.
And
That's a lot of
okay,
people.
This shocks me. The only way that he found me and gave me a quote shout out was because somebody tweeted at him a picture of me saying, "Oh my gosh, this chick is your twin." And it's me holding a picture, like me holding my waifu pillow. Dude quoted the tweet and said, "Oh my gosh, it's uncanny, like we're twins." And everybody's like, "Oh my god, who is she?" Like I wasn't even tagged in the tweet.
Mm,
I went up 11,000 followers on Instagram,
wow.
Overnight.
Yikes. Holy,
Damn.
holy hell.
all Spanish speaking fans. So, and it made me realize I went up like maybe 3K on Twitter, 6K on YouTube, but then like 11K on Instagram. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And I made the connection. They don't know what I'm tweeting because they don't speak English. They don't know what I'm saying in my YouTube videos, but they know pictures. So that's why I spiked on Instagram. But it's like little things like that that kind of helped me spike. I'd say the most recent spike for me, in the past 2 months, I've gotten, I think, maybe 3 million views. I've gotten about 100,000 subs.
Wow.
Wow, that's
More than
incredible.
that.
Wow, that's a big improvement.
Dang. Yeah, that's in the last. What did you say? 2 months? 3 months?
Months, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's quite a jump.
It's shocking to me, honestly. And what even kicked it off? Like I made a PC building video back in July, and that got 500,000 views, which kind of helped like kickstart YouTube into putting me in the algorithm. Like, hey, this girl's actually got like really good content. She's
Yeah.
family friendly. Like, we should start pushing her more. And then I just
for
kind of
those-
started writing the algorithm. And
Wait for those copyright claims, though.
yeah, I actually don't get them at all. My videos are very happily monetized. I've always got the little green little green symbol. So
Hell yeah.
I'm very lucky. I think that YouTube pushes videos more from content creators who continually have that green symbol. You know, if you get issue or if you get demonetized or something or limited, I think that YouTube stops pushing you as much, and I think that's why
it's like
YouTube's
snowballs.
pushing. Yeah. But I did the PC building video, and then I just kind of, how much did I go up? Like 30K
Wait,
subs?
so
Something
what
like
does
that?
it mean if YouTube quote unquote demonetizes you? Do they
You
take
don't
down
get
your
the
video?
revenue. No, you don't get the revenue for that video.
Why would they do that?
Because you explain it. You probably know more than I do.
I'd say, because I had a couple of videos demonetized. I'll go ahead and tell you the names of the videos that got demonetized. There's one where I talked about finding My Little Pony videos at work, which was interesting, and you guys can infer what I mean by that. But it's just telling a story. Obviously, didn't show anything, just told a story about it. But it had the word porn in the title, demonetized immediately, obviously.
Yeah, you would expect that.
So, yeah, I made a video about Girl Scouts. When I was in Girl Scouts, I witnessed a drug deal when I was like 8 years old. I didn't know. Yeah, I was gonna say, sweet.
Epic victory royale.
So just sketchy things in general. Like
if YouTube doesn't feel comfortable pushing it to the entire audience that it has, or if it's just not family friendly, and if it's just too inappropriate, or if it seems too inappropriate, then they'll demonetize it.
Gotcha.
And once you get demonetized,
if you age restrict your videos, would that like protect yourself from getting demonetized? Because if you say porn in the title of your video, but only quote unquote only 18-year-olds can watch it, would that protect you at all? Maybe not.
I don't know for sure because I haven't done this myself, but I do believe that if you age restrict your videos, you make no revenue.
Okay.
Pretty sure. So that's why you see a lot of content creators putting like P0RN in the title.
Or an asterisk or something.
Yeah, so that YouTube doesn't pick it up.
Interesting.
Sneaky.
What if they found it and they obviously knew? Like if they found it and they were obviously like, okay, this person is making inappropriate videos, would they still demonetize?
Like if it popped up in like the trending tab or something.
Yeah. I don't know like anything about YouTube, so I'm a little lost in this conversation.
I got you. There's a lot to know, really.
Yeah. Well, they'd have to they'd have to manually go through, and like they just can't do that. So.
Yeah, that's true. There's too many videos being uploaded at once, and I think that's why. Like, only if you get.
Whomst has the next question?
I think I do.
Matt does. Yeah.
I actually have to. So I'm gonna go with this one. Have you ever I guess quit or taken a long extended break? Because I know you did it a little bit during, at least during your last year of college when I met you first.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever take a break or anything like that, or just feel not motivated at all to make any videos or anything?
Honestly, I'd say I took about a 2-year break, or like I took 2 years where I just like very scarcely uploaded, like once every couple of months. Mostly because that was from my senior year of high school to my college, to the beginning of that year, because I was so obsessed with playing video games that if I brought my console to college, I would flunk out. And my parents knew it, and they said, no Xbox. I'm like, what?
Wait,
so
Matthew,
I had to go to...
Matthew, didn't you not bring your PC?
I did for one semester.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's in the same boat.
Yeah, you gotta, if you're going to college, if you're moving away and spending all that money, you gotta pass. And I'm so glad that my parents did not let me bring it, because if I did, I would have totally flunked out. Easy.
Nice.
And then while I was at Georgia Southern, I had a lot on my plate, really. I was president of a club for 3 years, and I had a part-time job, and I had a social classes. Somehow found a way to make videos and streamed and stuff, but I definitely do it more often than I did. But now I'm back at it, and I wouldn't say that I've really lost motivation. There'll be days where I wake up and I'm like, I want to sleep. But I'll still go on Twitter, because I like Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
I understand. I mean, I sometimes wake up unmotivated, so I know, and a lot of people who might watch this, they want to make YouTube channels or whatever, so, you're somewhat successful, and figured that would be a good question to ask,
Thank you.
Get some advice.
You ever just wake up and not want to go to class?
podcast, by the way? Do y'all want me to tweet this out? Because I can.
Yeah, I mean, if
Hey,
you want to.
if you want to, yeah.
That's up to you.
We're editing this part out, guys. We're gonna look like
Guys,
guys.
Hey, cut this part out. Hey, cut the VOD. Cut the VOD.
We must certainly tweet it out, but y'all gotta behave, alright?
Oh,
Okay.
best behavior,
Yes,
Scout's
ma'am.
honor.
Yeah, Gordon.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait. Why would you automatically snap to me? Come on, dude.
Okay. I don't know.
Does Mike have a question?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to? Am I next?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
you're Next.
Alright. Oh yeah, because Will isn't here. I forgot about that.
Yeet. Yeah.
My my question was more about what's your tip for balancing like work life? Because so obviously a lot of people talk about how you have to balance work/social life, and I understand that it's different for someone as say a streamer or someone that works in entertainment or whatever, and I know that, or I don't know. I think that you're involved with Sora, and Sora is obviously involved as an esports organization as well. I was wondering how that maybe affected your life as well.
Personally, I will say I had one hell of a heavy workload, especially when I was in college. That was the busiest I've ever been. And after graduating and pretty much quitting like cold turkey, all this college, president of a gaming club, part-time job, like just quitting all of that all of a sudden, like kind of with my workload, because I'd wake up at like 8 a.m., maybe even 7 a.m. sometimes. I'd go to class, I'd do this and that, then maybe I'd play a game for a bit and make a video, and then I'd be off again. Like I would have like 15-hour work days. And it was awesome. Like it was so difficult. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, how on earth did I do that? I don't have that anymore, and I just completely quit cold turkey. I'm like, what do I do now? Like I have so much time. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And it's kind of hard for me to be my own boss and and tell myself like, yep, gotta wake up at 8 a.m., you know, gotta be productive, make a video, stream. So I've noticed that I've had a lot harder time like giving myself a schedule nowadays, now that I have nothing going on but this online stuff. And it kind of upsets me a little bit. I should be way better than this, because I only dreamed of this opportunity when I was in college. Now I'm here. I'm like, what to do? I don't know what to do. No. But my advice, honestly, keep yourself busy. And I know that sucks. And I know that sometimes you're going to be like, oh my God, I have like a 12-hour work day today. But like, trust me, you feel so phenomenal afterwards. And odds are you're growing your social media at the same time. And next thing you know, like a week has passed and you've gained like, 100 followers on Twitter or something. It's like, yo. You know what I mean?
Pretty
Yeah.
epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. I mean,
Griff, did,
Sorry.
hold on, Griff, did you
Yeah.
tweet this out or like post this anywhere? The like stream? The Discords?
No.
Yeah, you want to do
didn't.
that real quick?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
do that. I'll mute my mic just so you don't hear my typing. But y'all can skip over my question, and then once I'm done, I can ask mine. So just go ahead for whoever's next.
Yeah, sorry.
Dogs
Matt,
are
go ahead.
howling at us, dude. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second.
You good?
Okay, they actually just stopped right when I said that.
Epic.
They know. They know.
Okay, so okay, I guess we'll go back to my second question. So who has been, or Matt, do you want to go?
dude, you're fine. Go on.
Okay, I
I
thought
wanna
you
hear your
had,
question.
I thought you had something. All right, I was getting worried. I didn't want to
Sorry.
jump the
go.
gun. Anyway, so who has been your favorite or least favorite? I said company, but like maybe sponsor or whatever to work with.
Favorite?
'Cause I know you're
G Fuel, use code
sponsored
Butters.
by-
Thanks, Go Butters. G Fuel. I thoroughly enjoy G Fuel, and that got me through college too. Whenever I had finals or anything, like I drank G Fuel, and it worked phenomenally. But anyways, another company that I really enjoyed working with is who EGL is. It's an apparel company. The guys are like they straight up, whenever I go to an event, I'm just like, oh my gosh, the EGL guys. They come up and give me a big old hug, and it's like so sweet, and like they're just really awesome, and they go out of their way to make sure that like, and they talk to me like I'm a daughter, and it's like a very homey. It's a very homey feeling. Whenever I travel to California and I go to an event, like I know the EGL guys are gonna like feel like home in a way, Them. But G Fuel is also great too. I've worked with a lot of really great companies. There's been no company that I've disliked. So
Oh, well, that's good.
yeah, no, I've
This
liked
is,
everybody.
This is time to tell you guys that we've just been picked up by G Fuel, guys.
That's
Use
so
our
loud.
code
Use
use our
code
code.
Olympia range.
Olympia Range for 75% off checkout. Yep.
For
Oof, that's a hefty.
for 75 cents off your order. Use code.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, just contact support, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we are not sponsored by G Fuel, so don't raise any flags, please.
You can still try to use the code though.
Yeah, you can try.
No, and if it doesn't work, Plan B. Use code Butters.
Yeah.
Get it, Plan B, because Butters. Plan B. No.
Dang.
Okay.
Joe
Thank you, thank
knows about
She's-
that.
She's got jokes now. Hey.
G Fuel's great too. G Fuel's a great company. I will say, actually, something that G Fuel did for me recently that I really appreciate. I was talking to one of the representatives. Her name's Clarissa. And she's kind of like my point of contact for whenever I need product or whenever we're doing like promotional campaigns. And I was just casually talking to her in DMs, and she's like, "Yeah, do you need anything?" I'm like, "Nothing in particular." And this was around the time that coconut got discontinued. And I was like, "Man, I just really wish I got one of those coconut tubs. Like the 3rd gen tub is so pretty." And she's like, "All right, we'll send you some coconut." I'm like, "What?"
Huh?
Sent me a whole bunch of sample packs of coconut. They sent me a full-on tub, and they sent me 5 extra tubs. I'm like, "You guys."
Oh my goodness.
Like, and coconut was discontinued, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll go in the warehouse, we'll find it."
They got the hookup, I guess.
They do.
Wait,
They're
is
so
that
wonderful.
like coconut flavored, like juice?
Yeah, G
G
Fuel.
Fuel? Yeah, G Fuel.
What's G Fuel?
It's like a pre-work. It's like kind of like pre-workout, but like less caffeinated.
For gamers.
How
Yeah,
many
it's-
milligrams is in it, caffeine?
I actually don't know off the top of my head, to be honest. All I know is
I
that
think
it's
like
25
15
calories
or
and it's
something like that.
0 sugar, and it's phenomenal, and I drink it all the time and use code Butters.
Ooh, thoughts on the new blue, sour blue raspberry? That's like my favorite one.
It's really good, but I prefer regular blue ice just a little bit more. Mostly because like I love sour flavors, I really do, but like blue flavoring just doesn't sit well in my stomach, you know? I prefer to like drink sour cherry over like the sour blue chug rug.
Okay, I see what you mean. I mean, next to that's definitely the what's the new one they just came out for Team Caliber? Twisted Candy. That one.
Twisted candy is my
Yes!
religion right now. Oh my god,
Okay.
so good.
It's
It's
I
so
guess
so
there you
good.
go, Steve. Rainbow. I'm reading the chat right now. Steve asks, "What's the best flavor?" And Loco Mono says, "Rainbow sherbet is a good one."
Rainbow sherbet's a really good one, but I will say I think that Twisted Candy replaces that for me. My top 3 for sure. I know. It's shocking to say that because I love Rainbow sherbet for like a year, but my top 3 right now at this moment in time is probably Black on Blackberry,
Ooh, yes.
and it's so good. Oh my god, Black on Blackberry, Twisted Candy, and then maybe like Kiwi Strawberry or something very like, but very good.
I
You
don't
know,
think I've had that one. I've had about every other one though.
I will say Fruit Punch is like my favorite. Like I don't drink it for like a month at a time. Then I have it. I'm like, oh my god, I missed you.
Now, is it kind of like the
Old
Hawaiian
Faithful.
Punch fruit punch flavor, or is it like a just of its own fruit punch flavor type of thing?
I'd say it's. I'd say if you're looking for like a Hawaiian Punch, that's probably more Tropical Rain.
Okay.
But it's still like fruity, punchy something or other. By the way, hi chat, hello friends. I love you all. You all are wonderful. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
Gordon, to answer your question, is 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving.
Okay, that's like a mild pre-workout. I've had
Yep.
pre-workouts with like 400 milligrams caffeine.
Yeah, I know. I remember you gave it to me, and I drank it, and I felt like my head was like spinning.
Yeah,
Like a-
your skin will get tingly.
Yeah.
Some people,
not
I mean,
good.
you can overdose on caffeine.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
that's-
withdrawals from that, dude. Like
Yeah,
straight
well,
up.
so
That's where you get
side
withdrawals.
story, really quick. I am very addicted to caffeine, and I recently went on a cruise to Cuba, and there was no opportunity to consume caffeine before we got off the boat. So I was walking around Cuba all day with like a raging headache because I didn't have caffeine. So be careful
Thank
with
you.
caffeine, kids.
Thank you.
As addictive
Wow,
as
that was a good
nicotine.
PSA.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Now, let
Thank
us
you.
transition, guys. We've
do
just been
drugs.
sponsored by caffeine.
But-
Use code
By caffeine.
Olympia Range for free
Caffeine, the
life.
reason you have bad grades.
Yes.
Amen.
No, the reason you still can go back to college and barely have a 2.0 GPA.
Hey, it really be
I'll
like
definitely
that.
say the least detrimental stimulant to your health available. probably.
All right. So next question, I guess, Leech or Matt.
Yeah, I got it. I was gonna ask if you ever get recognized, but we've already covered that. Apparently, you're super famous now, so.
Stop. No,
Okay, this is a loaded
I
question.
get
I
so
know this is gonna be
flabbergasted
hard for you
every
to
time
answer.
somebody says that.
Get ready, okay?
All
I
right.
love
Who
this
is the
question.
hottest DC character, and why is it Aquaman?
It's Aquaman
Fat-
because it's Aquaman.
That
There it is.
agree.
You heard it
There
here
we go.
first.
Wait, Leech. Leech, are you questioning your preferences?
No, dude, I don't have to question preferences when I see Aquaman.
Hey,
I know my
he's a
preferences.
good-looking dude. You can't argue that.
Nobody was.
I
Yeah.
know. I was just stating the obvious, I guess. I don't know. Let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Mike, I guess.
So, for me, a big question well, a lot of my questions are esports centered because I've been interested in that for a long time. So I don't know how much you know about this, but Sora is kind of known as one of the larger esports organizations that's run by a lot of younger people, as opposed to a lot of the bigger names esports organizations, say like C9 or other ones that are run by a lot older like management or clientele or however you want to word it.
Yep.
Do you see like a big difference in, say, how the companies are run between companies? I know you probably don't have a lot of insight on other larger organizations because you maybe necessarily aren't a part of them, but do you see like a difference in the way they're run?
I won't say there's like a huge difference. There's definitely like a step-by-step procedure when you do like promotional campaigns with companies and stuff as an esports organization. I will say I do believe that it's a lot more risque advertising, if that makes sense. I don't want to say risque, but more like young and dumb advertising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like with shorthand text and be like, haha, yeah, use code SORA on this. It's so funny, and add like funny emojis and stuff, and I don't know.
So, are you describing Comic Sans?
Do.
Definitely. But I also do want to say that I am no longer a part of SOAR after 3
Oh, you're
years.
not?
So yeah, not
Oh,
anymore.
wow.
But I have no problem commenting on SOAR because I love SOAR. I still support SOAR. I'm gonna drop a SOAR. Watch this.
They're actually not aware
Yes.
of that. I apologize.
Oh yeah.
I left about a month ago, and I still love SOAR. I'm actually very close with everybody in SOAR still. So,
Well, that's good.
but it's like a giant family, really. It's a family of a bunch of content creators and esports players, and I learned a lot. Oh my god, I learned a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess, does that mean I get to ask a question now?
It does. Yeah.
Ah.
We're back to you.
Lights on me, baby. I guess my next question would be, who are your biggest inspirations for your internet personality, both IRL and on the internet?
Optic Midnight.
Optic Midnight?
Yep, easy. Optic Midnight. She is the entire inspiration as to why I started this whole online thing in the beginning. Optic Midnight.
What about IRL, like family-wise, I guess, and stuff like that?
Never really thought about that. I mean, I've always wanted to be successful. I mean, it's my parents for that, especially my dad, because he's just so, like, business smart.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's got a good heart as well. Kind of take, the good from both of them and try and implement it into my online brand. But I will say, when I was younger, I was so animated, so, like, full of character, apparently, when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents were like, she's gonna be a child actress. Like, she's gonna end up on a TV somewhere. She's gonna end up on a monitor. She's gonna be a weather girl. She's gonna be, I don't know. To this day, yeah, we were right. You're definitely on a platform. We knew it would happen. So I guess it was kind of meant to be from the start. I don't know.
So, question from that: did your family like support you like from the beginning when you like? Was there like a moment that you told them that like you wanted to do the online platform? Were they like ever upset that you didn't like get a job in your degree, like directly in using your degree?
So this is like
anything
kind
like
of a timeline of events. I'd say, back in high school, I was a little gamer nerd playing Modern Warfare 2 for like, 8 hours a day. if I could. But I was also like a cheerleader. I was going to school. Like I was really like when I started playing games after cheerleading practice, I was like obsessed. I could not get off the Xbox. I just couldn't. And I remember having this conversation with my dad when I was in like 9th or 10th grade. And he's like, Hannah, you need to get off the Xbox. You need to go get a job. You need to go like socialize. You need to do more with your life right now. You know, high school is really important. You need to do more. He's just being a dad. He's being a parent.
Man,
Dad, it's gonna be my job one day. I'm really good at this.
Man.
And we quote that to this day.
Your parents treated it a lot better than mine did. I told my parents I stream. My mom laughs at me and she's like, you think you're big on the internet. And I'm like, no, I really don't. Like, watch this. I can probably get... Hold on. I'll get my mom in here to tell y'all what she thinks.
No.
Oh, God, Mom,
She's
Cam,
gonna
here
come
we
in
go.
here. No, she's
Are we
the
gonna
most
have to-
southern.
And your mother.
Yeah, we're
Are
gonna
we
have
gonna have to put a MILF label on this?
No, we're gonna.
What?
We're gonna have no. We're gonna have to mute Griff.
Filter
His mom,
yourselves, boys.
his mom comes in and says some vulgar ass shit. You're gonna
So
have to
apparently
not.
she's trying to sleep, and I asked her
Yeah,
what
it's
she
fucking
thought of it, and she
11:30.
said,
"What do you mean?"
well, listen to her response. Her response, and I quote, "What the hell?"
Yeah, there it is.
That's fine.
Mama
That
Kelly
is
coming
the
in
mom.
clutch with the wise words of 2019.
Apparently.
But that was like the first event that really kicked it off. And it wasn't like my parents didn't support me. It was just that it was such an early stage of development with content creation.
Mhm.
In general, like, you know, back then you couldn't make money on YouTube, you know, like you just couldn't monetize your videos. And I noticed over time, you know, there was a market for it and I wanted to continue doing it. My dad told me no Xbox first year of college, first 2 years of college. And I'm like, no, Dad, you're going to kill my career. No, he's like, well, that's just too bad. You got to go to school. I'm like, all right, that's fine. And because of that, since I didn't have my Xbox, I actually branched out to school and I became a member of a club there. At the time, it was called Battle Frontier, and now it's called G&G. But I ended up becoming president after the second year, and that changed a lot of how I viewed college as well. I got really involved, and that's honestly how I met a lot of y'all too. So, you know, things happen for a reason, for sure. I remember telling my dad, like, hey, you know, I got a paycheck from this one company. This is kind of cool. It's not a lot, but I got a paycheck. He'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, a little bit of pocket change. That's awesome. And it got to probably my senior year of college, and I'm like, Dad, this is actually starting to pay off a little bit. Like, I've got, you know, what was it, like 30,000 subs?
Oh, wow.
Like, things are taking off a little bit, you know?
Things are heating up. Things are getting spicy.
Yeah,
in
things are
Texas
heating
now.
up.
My parents
Things
don't
are
even know how to
getting
work
spicy.
now, so. And my dad runs a lot of things on the internet.
It's fine.
So
It's fine.
we got a big problem over in the Leishman household.
It's fine. But I remember telling my dad, like, 2 years before I was about to graduate, not my senior year, but 2 years before, this is actually taking off, and, like, I'm kind of sick of college in a way. Like, and I had a part-time job too and everything. Like, I was being productive. But he said, here's the number one rule. You can do whatever you want. So I said, okay. Now that I got my degree, he's literally buying me like backdrops for my videos. He's coming in and saying, hey, I have a great idea for your streams. I have a great idea for your videos. Like, I think you should do this. You should do a giveaway like this. You should come to the airport and vlog at the airport because he's a pilot. Like, he is so supportive. And it's the most wonderful blessing for me. I'm very thankful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and my mom brags about me too. Whenever we go out into public, and people ask me like, "Oh, what's your job?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm self-employed." She's like, "Yeah, she's a YouTuber. Yeah, she's NoisyButters. Look her up." I'm like, "Mother." It's really cute, actually. But,
That's awesome.
yeah, there was a period of time where my parents, it's not that they didn't support it; they just didn't know about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't know what could come of it, and honestly, at the time, I didn't know either. I just knew I liked video games a lot, and I wanted to be on the internet, and I wanted to be the next Optic Midnight, you know, so.
Right.
It all stemmed, and now that I have my degree, and I'm all graduated, and my resume's looking sharp,
Hey,
you know?
there you go. Polishing it up.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you ever see
Giuseppe?
yourself like doing something else any other day? Like, do you ever see yourself getting tired of what you do now?
I think what's really beneficial about my schedule right now is that I don't really have a schedule. I know a lot of streamers and YouTubers will say like, oh, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I stream at 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. every day, and it's like, whoa. I don't know if I want to do that. I just want to do things when I feel most comfortable and when I'm the most happy, because I will have my off days. And sometimes I want to sleep, or sometimes I want to, go to the lake or something. I want to go outside. I don't commit to a schedule. A lot of people have requested for me to. No, I think being able to space out those days and not overwork myself has kept me in the game, and that's kept me continually loving this. Like, there's never been a time where I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Do you?
You don't feel like you have to like make.
There's no commitment, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm very thankful to do that, and a lot of people still ask me to do a schedule, and I'm like, actually, maybe like a more, not like an exact like.
If you were to gain like millions and millions of more subscribers, I think that would be beneficial.
I guess that would probably give me more incentive too. But I think that's the beautiful thing about my channel and my online brand, is that I just kind of do whatever at whatever time I want. It's all, I got stream at like midnight or 1 a.m. Like, it's just because I feel like it.
Who wants a schedule when being sporadic is more fun? To be honest, that's
It's
what
more fun, and it's
Yeah.
Griff, didn't you literally just
more
make a
organic.
streaming schedule for
was
yourself?
just-
Okay, listen here. We are gonna
Call it out.
listen.
Call
I've been
it out.
doing research, and it is scientifically proven that a stream. Okay, never mind.
Well,
Let's
you're
move
gonna
on.
go against our host? Our
Uh-huh.
guest? You're gonna go against the guest.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, so Joe, your
Yeah.
question's next, right?
So I guess my question's next.
I'm never going to Griff's house.
Yikes. So,
Ouch.
all right. So, what's the worst part of being a streamer? I mean, like, maybe not like the worst part, or like maybe the part you like the least, because like everybody has a part of their job that they hate or dislike. So, like, if there was one thing, or like even if you just like aren't like you don't enjoy doing it, but it's something you do, like what would that be about streaming?
having technical issues on stream. I don't know if that counts, but like, oh my god, it frustrates the hell out of me because I'm an IT major and everybody knows that, or I'm an IT graduate. Everybody knows it, and I specialize in networking. Stuff like the back of my hand.
This is your thing.
So
It's
this is my
wait,
thing.
hold on. It's your bread and butter.
Oh
can't
no!
No.
I can't
He
believe
did it! He did it!
Gordon, Gordon, you gotta stop, bro. There's people calling you out in chat, bro. This guy goes, if you were to gain millions and millions of subs, I think that would be beneficial. Literal statement, LMAO.
Wait. No. I meant that having a set schedule would be beneficial if she gained millions. That guy didn't read the context. He didn't listen to the
Okay,
context.
this guy also
Get the
cleaned
books,
pools.
buddy, whoever that-
This guy cleans pools.
Man,
Man,
Who cleans pools?
Rycon says, I hate pulling dead animals out of the pools. I clean. That is the worst part of my job.
That sounds awful. I am so sorry.
man, I would hate to pull dead animals out of anywhere.
Makes me wonder if he
Not
ever
like
just like
dead.
jumps in the pools like he's cleaning, you know?
Damn.
Well,
What's the question? Oh, technical. Okay, no, I need to elaborate on this. This is important. So I also got the company Asus. If y'all know Asus, the PC
Oh yeah. Yeah. Who
gaming
doesn't
company.
never heard of
They
them?
reached out to me. I know you know some people. You never know. They reached out to me recently and they sent me an RTX 2080. Just to like help with like productivity and PC gaming and all of that. If you know it, look, Matt, look. You never know. All right. Zoom, okay. But they sent me a an RTX 2080 just for productivity and gaming and all of that. And every now and then my PC will freeze, and it froze while I was recording. Oh my god! I about had a cow is what it was. Oh, I was so angry. I lost like 40 minutes of footage, but I managed to like I got it all figured out. But like technical issues, especially when I'm streaming and I have network issues, it's the worst because everybody's like, oh, you're an IT person, you can figure it out. I'm like, I can't.
Struggles harder.
That's like me with a computer. I can build a whole PC in like 3 hours, but God forbid I know what buttons on a TV remote to press to turn it on.
There you go.
It's usually the
big.
power button, Griff. That's usually the one.
it's usually.
I mean, obviously, I'm just using that as an example. I mean, like when
Are
it
you,
comes to,
Griff?
dude, some of these TVs nowadays are like super confusing with like 100,000 different buttons, dude.
You
Grandpa,
can't even
please.
see the buttons. They're on the back of the TV.
Exactly.
Griff.
Yeah,
You
it's
need,
a pain in the
you need to
butt.
get your spectacles there, Grandpa.
Man, I don't know. I'm starting to think my hearing's starting to go though. No lie.
Well, back in my day, we had hearing aids made out of wax and a couple of tin cans.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for that one.
No problem.
Griff getting pwned by a TV. Yeah, that's
No
pretty
lie.
funny.
Sai coming in with.
Is the guy.
Man,
Yeah.
Sai's a
He's
legend.
the guy.
All right. So who's got the next question? Leech. I think you have the next question.
Yes, I do.
Wait, what about Mike? Or no, never mind. Just kidding. I was reading the.
It's.
I was thinking because Leech
I mean,
asked. how
unless
to-
yeah, unless we're out of questions for Leech.
No,
We
no.
should go-
Yeah, Leech.
No,
go.
dude, I got more.
Alright, shit. I'll back up.
I
I'll
did.
back up.
Whoa. Okay, sorry. Well, this is gonna piggyback off of the fact that you're talking about your parents supporting you and stuff like that. Would your parents support you if you started to travel, like more often to events and stuff like that? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your parents would be like completely on board. Sorry, I got pushed to talk on.
Good.
Your parents, you go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, my dad's a pilot, and he's always been one to tell my sister and I, like, while you're young, see the world. And I have, for sure. I've not the world. I've seen America.
That's
But-
basically. That's
That
basically
is the
it.
world. What do you mean?
That is the
What do you
entire
mean?
world. There's nothing else. But actually, my dad's pushing me to get my passport too, because he's like, you never know, Hannah. Like, you never know when an opportunity's gonna come up, and you need to fly out to, I don't know, Toronto, or you need to fly to Europe somewhere. And
Oh, you've never been out of the country before?
I have not. No, I want to so bad. I don't even have my passport.
You have to
I
go to
need it.
Costa Rica. Trust me, it's so nice.
I believe it.
Flex. Never been
when
outside
I-
the country.
Even when I go to events and stuff, I'll tell my dad, or my dad will actually ask me. He's like, "Yeah, you going to any events recently?" I'm like, I think I'm gonna be going to Dallas, Texas, on the weekend of December 18th. He's like, "Let me book you a flight." It's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, my parents one time let me go to Mexico. Pretty cool.
Wait, Leech, do you still have your, like, liver and whatnot? Like, are you sure?
Dude, I had to make sure, but I was fine,
Yeah,
guys. And
I
that is
checked,
not-
there's no stitches, there's
No
nothing.
unusual
I'm all
scars.
good. Yeah, I'm all
Yeah.
clean.
I actually went from Mexico to Guatemala and then down. I did not go for gaming though. I went to go build a house.
Oh.
Ah.
I'm also single, guys. If anybody wants to meet.
Serving the community.
Matt will build a house for you in Mexico. Hit him up.
Minecraft.
I thought it was
I have
Guatemala.
built multiple houses. I will build another one.
Yeah.
Do they have like interior plumbing?
It actually did not because it was in Guatemala. But
Come on,
It was
Gordon.
a
That's
really
what the
nice
river's
house.
for.
Oh.
no, it was a mountain. There was no rivers on top of that mountain.
Oh.
That's a weird river. If a river goes uphill.
Yeah, that's.
If there's any trees, they could cut out a little tree stump and just kind of
Goddamn
bore a hole in the
Griff.
center of it.
I don't understand why we're still talking about this.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question, guys. Mike, you're next again.
So I kind of have a different question that I set myself up for. So since you're a YouTuber and you see yourself right now as of at this current moment, your employment. Where do you see yourself in, say, like 5 to 10 years, because of the need, as it seems of right now, has been a big worry for a lot of YouTubers that I've seen, or entertainers in general, that the evolution of the way we consume media, or the way that you yourself put media out. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years as an entertainer, say on YouTube? How do you think you'll maybe have to evolve or change, or just even keep doing it in general?
Mike
We'll
is
say-
asking the big questions.
Yeah, that is a big question. That's a loaded
Dang.
question. I do think that the entertainment business for YouTube, Twitch, especially Twitch, I think it is booming right now. Everybody knows Ninja nowadays. Everybody knows, well, most people know Tfue. Even like, adults with kids, they're like, yeah, that Tfue guy, my kid watches him. I don't know much about it, but like, hey, my kid
Can
watches
I
him.
just say I don't know Tfue? Can you give me a rundown?
I don't know who that is either. For the
He's
record.
a Fortnite pro for FaZe.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are
he's an
there
awesome
teams?
guy. Very, very nice.
Are there teams
Oh, yeah, the
for
FaZe
Fortnite?
one.
Yeah, there's teams for Fortnite, yep. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But I think that the entertainment business is booming in regards to YouTube, Twitch, and like, this whole online thing. Definitely booming more than TV. I think TV
Yeah.
may or may not die out. Honestly, I think it might. Or the online entertainment that we know, YouTube and Twitch, will somehow mesh together with TV.
YouTube TV.
Oh yeah,
Sponsorship?
well they have like YouTube TV, right? Or it's like a subscription.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. But like
Is that
more
a thing?
so like in Atlanta, they have CS:GO tournaments, they have Overwatch tournaments, and they're now starting to premiere those on TV. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember seeing like a League of Legends, like 10 years ago, probably seeing like a video game on like TV. It was kind of weird because
Yeah, right?
Well,
I didn't-
the
I
most
didn't know
recent
what the game
one,
was.
the most recent one was the Overwatch League Grand Final. That was on primetime ESPN, and there was a huge outrage on Twitter about it because a lot of the older generation were saying that they don't understand why a video game is on primetime ESPN when there should be traditional sports on it.
Welcome to the next century.
Yeah,
my
welcome to,
dude.
welcome to 2020.
it's a debate.
Good morning.
Yeah.
But in regards to what'll happen in 5-10 years for me, if for some reason the entertainment in regards to YouTube and Twitch, isn't quite working out, I really want to represent a company. I want to do PR for a company because I did graduate with my minor in PR, and I'm very fascinated with that realm. So I'd like to represent a company. Like to set up events. I like the idea of working behind the scenes at an MLG event or a CWL event. I think that'd be cool. Or I'd love to manage an esports team or something, or an organization, because I saw a lot of that when I was in SOAR, and it was really fun to do actually. So
All right.
yeah,
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I got multiple plans pretty much.
Yeah, you got a plan for everything. I don't even know what I'm doing with my life.
That's okay. That's okay. When I was in college, I didn't know either.
Yeah, college. That's a cool thing. Yeah,
College is cool.
I'm in that.
Hey, college is a good start, I guess.
College is great.
Oh.
I love college. I kind of miss it in a way.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't think I'll ever say those words.
I think
That's what I
there's
thought too when I was
Coming-
actually in college.
coming from a STEM major.
Oof.
Hey, listen,
There's good and bad aspects of it, just like anything. I mean, it's like high school. Like I tell people, yeah, there's stuff I miss about high school, but it's like,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Like-
ew, I hated it, and I'm like, it wasn't that bad. Like there was good parts, and there were bad.
It's-
For sure.
Yeah, it's just like a balancing act, like all of life is pretty much.
Yeah.
that was deep, Joe.
Yeah, I
was-
just trying
Sure
to
though.
slide that in there for y'all, just
Hard
nonchalantly.
dad quote right there, dude.
Well-
My dad tells me that all the time.
Dude,
Ralph's
so does
rubbing off
dude
on
Ralph.
Joe.
Yeah, Ralph fucking hit me with that, and I was like,
I think your
Fuck.
dads coordinate, dude. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
I think so. Yeah, it's got to be the old cars, dude.
Yeah,
Old
probably.
cars.
Ralph the man, baby.
Yeah.
All right, whose questions next?
Yeah. Mike just went, so it's you, Griff, unless you're out of questions.
No, I'm not out of questions. I have one more. Okay, so my last question is, what are some of your goals for this upcoming year for both YouTube and Twitch?
Take over.
Take over? Butters Battalion, baby, taking over.
Guys.
Taking over. No, honestly, my dad's been asking me this question too, and I'm sitting here like, I don't know, because last year I was like, it'd be really nice to hit 75,000 subscribers on YouTube. Next thing you know, I almost break 200,000. What happened? Like, so I don't think setting goals like in regards to numbers is a good idea for me.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna kind of ride the wave, see how it goes. I do wanna grow a lot more. I wanna see where this whole thing's gonna take me. I want to work with more companies. I want to pick up on my end, and yeah, pretty much. I'm still riding the wave, honestly.
Yeah, I feel that. That's kind of a good way to be, live footloose and fancy free.
Yeah, just
Dang.
as long as you're making progress, as long as you're moving forward at a good rate, I say it's good.
Oh, absolutely,
Hitting the mill.
yeah.
I would love to hit 1 mil
So when-
by the end of
so-
2019.
Hey,
You're
you
coming
can do
back
it.
on when you hit a mill, right? You know?
Yeah, hitting the mill before 2020. Let's go, guys.
I think I it's not out of the question. I think it's possible. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely think you could. I mean,
Guys.
it's
Guys,
Yeah.
promote the shit out of Butters.
I'm not
okay?
gonna lie,
Just
Butters, I am one of those people who watch your room cleaning videos because I've never cleaned my room myself. So,
you don't know what that feeling is like.
I have watched those videos. that's just what I watch on YouTube, honestly. Like I'm that person that talks about like all those like like kids like stuff taking over internet, and then I watch it myself, and I just sit here.
I feel.
Wow, this is something.
Honestly, like room cleaning videos and like especially cable management videos, I found that people love because it's therapeutic to see something go from like chaos to nice and organized, and it gives people ideas too for what they want to do with their rooms. So
Oddly satisfying.
Wait, did you say table management or cable?
Cable.
I was like, how are you gonna manage a table? But I don't know, like organizing a desk maybe could be useful.
Could be useful. Yeah.
I mean, it can. You got limited desk space. You want to make it look clean, make it look good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a solid. Sounds like a solid video topic.
Sounds like it.
So,
solid 10 minutes.
I'll wire you my bank number. I'll take half the revenue from that. And, we'll call it a day.
Here's my PayPal.
Oh wait, I have a kind of a branch question.
Alright, let's
Do
hear
you
it.
like personally advertise yourself anywhere? Like, do you like ever pay for advertisement slots in places?
Buy a billboard like
really
Mr.
have.
Beast.
Wait, what?
No, I haven't. Mr.
Gotcha.
Beast for sure, but I don't think I've ever really paid for.
How does, like,
advertising.
Do your like sponsors? Do they ever shout out like you on their Twitter or Instagram?
Yeah, they do. I've gotten shout outs from G Fuel, Asus, EGL.
Okay. So it's kind of
like
like
all the companies I work with.
they give you something and then like also promote you. Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, for sure. It's they promote me.
Nice.
Nice. Can I ask a pretty good question for us in general, but also for other people who are looking forward to making possibly a podcast or anything else? What is the best way you find to build, I guess, I don't know how to say it, but build up enough credit and stuff like that to be able to, reach out to sponsors and sponsors to see what you're doing? Would be the best way, in your opinion, to do that?
Say building your personal brand is really important, but it's very hard to do nowadays because like content creation and these brands and stuff are very popular. There's so many that
I think they're saturated. The field is
very saturated right now. But that's just like, that just comes with evolving technology. Anybody can vlog on their iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
That way. You used to have a camera, but now it's like, the market's way more open because it's more accessible. But I'd say when it comes to growth on YouTube or Twitch, I think there's 4 tips that I have for people, and that is to be consistent. Have a schedule or not, just keep doing it, even if it's for a couple years, because that's what I did. I have people reaching out to me like 2 weeks after making the channel. They're like, hey, I don't have 100 subs yet. Can you shout me out? I'm like, bro, look, I was stuck at 40 subs for like a year. Like, come on. But be consistent. It's really important to be unique because the market is so saturated. So you have to find that special niche like role that you serve in the community. Have high quality. High quality is really important. I know it sucks to like buy the equipment and like have all these fancy cameras and graphics, and I find like graphics are so important.
Mm-hmm.
Like a nice branding, like that's just it really sets you apart.
Crispy.
Yes, crispy, absolutely. And then the 4th tip is to have fun. Make it organic. Like enjoy what you're doing. Don't do it for the money. Just like, that's what you want to start it for. You want to have fun.
Oh my god, Joe! I
What?
just realized. You remember what we were talking about yesterday and that word I couldn't think of?
Yeah.
The word was organic.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, I had
If
to
you said
interrupt.
it started with a C.
Yeah, organic doesn't start to the C.
I know. Yeah, for
Yeah.
some reason it was giving me that
Fucking
vibe.
dickhead.
possibly organic chemistry. C.
Alright, shut up.
Yep.
Gordon.
Now
Sure.
I do have
That's
kind
why
of a branch.
You're organic.
You
I do
STEM
kind of
major.
have like a branch question kind of off that. Now, I was watching one of Keemstar's Drama Alert episodes a while ago. Now, he said something about it takes a lot of luck in order to make it big on YouTube and Twitch. Now, do you agree with that, and kind of to what degree, if you do or don't?
I do agree that there is some luck involved for sure. I do think that even in the workforce in general, like even if it's, in IT or whatever field you're in, I think it's also based on a lot of luck. It's based on who you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's based on, who you meet at a coffee shop randomly. You never know. I will say Keemstar helped me out a lot with kickstarting my career back in 2015. For some reason, he was following me on Twitter for like 2 years, and then he started his team, and I DM'd him saying, hey, I'd love to join your team. what should I do with my brand to make it suitable for your team? And tweet out, you joined Thrust. I'm like, what? Like, and that's literally just chance because he followed me.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
It's just complete and total chance. And then the El Rubius OMG, that happened completely out of nowhere. I was at my part-time job, just chilling. Next thing you know, my Twitter notifications were blowing up. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? Like, I didn't even do anything. I did nothing. But obviously, there is luck involved. But I also think that you have to find your own luck too. I think associating with the right people, joining teams is awesome. I highly recommend joining teams. You make connections. And I was gonna say something else. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I think it's a good bit of like, I think it's a good bit of luck for sure.
Okay, so kind of luck and networking can kind of go hand in hand. Do you think? I guess.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably the best comparison. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right. I have. Who still has questions? So I have one more question.
I do not have any more
Everybody
questions.
out of questions?
Yeah,
I have one more question.
I
have one more.
All right. Well, I have a quick question. Is yours a long question, Leech?
I don't know. It might be. It just depends on how much Butters elaborates on it.
All right. Well, mine's just like a short answer. All right. I'll go first. What's your favorite breakfast food?
Honestly, as of recently, I like Captain Crunch a lot.
Dang.
I don't know why. I like Captain
Alright.
Crunch.
Yo, Captain
Alright.
Crunch is pretty good. You get the peanut
It
butter or the original though?
Or the wild berry crunch is really good too.
Ooh, I haven't had that in years. I've been eating like the Special K Chocolatey Delight. That stuff.
Oh, that's my favorite. That was my favorite in high school for like 3 years. Oh my
It's
god.
so good.
It's so, I don't know why it's so good, but it is.
Yeah, it's like it's healthy, but it's good. Well, I wouldn't say healthy, or is it? I don't know.
It's healthier than many cereals.
Yeah,
so.
it's not like eating a bowl of Fruit Loops or anything.
Yeah.
Just pure sugar.
Wait, are you knocking on my Fruit Loops, dude? Because that's.
Hey man, listen,
that's a
I like
big
Fruit
fact,
Loops
man.
as much as the next guy, Leech.
Oh, it didn't sound like it right there, man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, guys, listen. Oatmeal. Can't beat oatmeal.
Well, you see, I made a bowl of oatmeal the other day. Didn't turn out well, so I'm gonna have to disagree.
Did you mess
How
up
do you-
making oatmeal?
How do you mess up oatmeal, dude?
I didn't put enough sugar and cinnamon in it.
Jeez.
Well, making it not sweet enough and messing up making it are two separate things.
Well, I
I put
also
it-
used water instead of milk, so
I use water.
I use water.
I don't know what I did then.
If you mix in peanut butter with oatmeal, it's really good.
Ooh, I might have to try
It
that.
tastes like it kind of tastes like a protein shake a little bit.
Huh.
Tip.
Yo,
Just get
Rycon
the
has the
instant
right
packs.
idea,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you
Instant
say?
packs, add hot water, and boom,
Bro,
you got
what do you think
oatmeal.
I do with grits, bro? Anybody
Yes.
here a grits fan?
Yes,
Hell yeah.
grits.
Now, do
Please.
y'all, do any of y'all put ketchup in your
Fucking high
grits?
five me,
Okay.
No.
What?
Get out
Oh,
of here.
man.
Just leave. Please leave.
He dipped out.
I bet.
bitch. Undip. Oh.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Alright,
My
Leech, what
granddad
was your
does that.
Leech.
Mine was, did you ever think about just like dropping streaming in like YouTube, like period, just at all? Did you ever think about it?
I haven't really like given it serious thought, but obviously the thought has crossed my mind. It's like, what would happen if I just dropped all that right now? Like, what would I do? And I thought about it, and I at some IT job, 9 to 5, something or other. I don't know, man. I've never had the desire to want to drop it. Honestly, I love this too much. I love having my own schedule. It's probably my favorite thing. It's like I can work at any time I want. That's cool. Sometimes are better than other times, but you know, this is the dream job. It really is.
Now, have you thought about expanding your brand to like bigger things or like
Oh yeah,
like what
putting in 2019.
what kind of
Just seeing
stuff do
it.
you have in mind if you feel like sharing? I mean, if it's kind of secret then.
I have what can I share? I have to think really quick. What can I share? What am I allowed to share? I have 2 new sponsors.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten some esports organization opportunities. And we're in the negotiation period. I'm not saying that we are joining any teams anytime soon, but we are negotiating with people. And anything else? Possibly bringing on some management for my channel and for my brand, so that I could focus on content over having to respond to emails and you know.
I've always thought
So.
about that. Like, once you kind of get really big like you are, does it get pretty hard trying to manage all that yourself? Because I've always thought about doing it all myself if I ever somehow manage to blow up.
If you ever get
No,
more than 10 viewers.
Yeah. That's being generous, Gordon. Come on.
Like, that's on a good day.
Yeah. Nah, it's
No,
doing...
10 viewers isn't famous.
I know that like a lot of managers, like, or a lot of YouTubers do have managers, and I'm gonna be reaching out to a YouTuber in the area around here. I'm not gonna say who it is. He's got over a couple million on YouTube. But it's pretty common for most YouTubers and streamers to have managers nowadays. I think so. I don't right now. I'm in the negotiation period on that. I'm gonna be meeting with a couple people in Atlanta sometime at the end of this month to grab coffee and talk. But progress, definitely progress.
That's
Progress.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're about at that hour mark. Do
Yeah.
any of you guys
We,
have any other questions or any?
Didn't Leech have one more?
I just asked it.
Literally just.
Oh,
asked.
rip. I'm sorry. Situational awareness is not good.
I honestly heard Gordon.
Okay. Well, I guess if that's it, Joe, since you started it and since I PM'd you asking if you wanted me to close it, I guess I'll close it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead, Chief.
anybody who's here that hasn't already subscribed to Butters, follow this person on Twitch, subscribe to her on YouTube. Incredible, amazing person. We've all,
Shit, I'm
well,
about to
you.
drop a- about to
everybody
drop a
except
follow
for,
on Twitter.
hey, follow her on all of her social media. She's a friggin' legend.
All of you subscribe now. We're making billions, boys.
If
Yes,
you-
everybody subscribe now, and we get half the revenue.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed like our podcast or if you enjoy any of our content on any of our other platforms, feel free to drop us a follow. I'm sure whenever I upload this to YouTube, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it, subscribe. That's about it. And all of our
Telling us,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say leave a comment telling us how shit we are, but go ahead.
Oh!
Jesus, Joe.
What?
Ouch.
That's not positive mental attitude.
Joe,
Sorry,
we are
my bad.
positive.
Even
sweet-
happiness.
we are a
Leave
positive
constructive
podcast
criticism in the comments below, and we will review
Constructive
it and
criticism.
take.
Also,
take it
we
into
will have
consideration.
all of our personal social media
Thanks, Matt.
platforms as well in the description, along with Hannah's being at the top since she's the guest.
Thank you.
And
course.
also
And
subscribe
also
to
the
PewDiePie.
most popular. Yeah. Subscribe.
Please.
Everybody go subscribe to PewDiePie if you haven't.
You guys doing your part? Because I am.
Yes.
I'm
You gotta
Oh,
do
yes.
the T-series.
Who do you think is hacking all of those printers? It's me. Don't tell anybody though. The government doesn't know. They've been really pissed.
I don't have to know.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Like I said, follow Twitch stream. We do this every week. Usually it's around Wednesday or Thursday. So we will catch you guys sometime around then. No set date. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was